So I wanted to show you what I got here, and I got this broken TurboGrafx 16 console from eBay, and my thought was to put the Raspberry Pi inside of it, but try to keep, when it's closed, you can't tell it's got a Raspberry Pi because I got the original controller, the original power switch, even the bus on the back is still there, but you can tell I pretty much hacked out the motherboard to make room for the Pi and just kept the vital components. Like, you can't see it underneath, but the HuCard reader is still there. It's upside down, but what I did was I mounted the NFC reader underneath. You'll see this blue wire that goes underneath. There's a reader there that's going to eventually take this card, and I just wired it up to this special switch here, which effectively turns on the Raspberry Pi. So I'm just going to flick this without trying to destroy it, and just see what happens here. Alright, so it's powering up. What I did have a problem with, and it's been a problem since I've been trying to curate the software, is the NFC Reader doesn't always start up when you boot it up. So we're going to let it do its thing here, and let's just see whether it actually boots up. So I'm just going to give you a little tour. You can even see I used the original AC adapter. This is 5 volts DC, and I wired it to mini USB right there. So I just spliced the wires of a old USB cable that had mini USB on the other end, and that's what's used for the power. And then the switch wires go to the original switch here, and then this gets GPIO'd into the Raspberry Pi, which tells it when it's on and off. So this is kind of like the splash page before I actually put the card in. So I'm hoping that the card actually works. So I'm going to take the card. It doesn't matter which way you face it. I'm just going to slide it in, and hopefully it starts up. All right, let's just see if it actually does. It does not. And this is the problem with the software I've been telling you about. Oh, there it goes. So there it goes, Super Star Soldier. You can see it down there. It's upside down, but you can see it there. And as soon as I remove the card, it goes back to the emulation station, which is kind of like you can put other, if you didn't want to, you could just play the games directly, or you could just use the HuCard. I'm going to put it back in again and see what happens. Yep, so that seems to be working. There it goes. So it's a work in progress. I gotta bundle this thing up, and kind of tie it down a little bit. But so far, so good. This project's really coming along. The next thing is to get an original controller, and then get a USB bridge to use as a controller. As right now, I'm using this thing. It's coming out the end here, and that's it. So that's it so far.